Thank you for joining me for another shave. Today is Friday. I know it's not Lather Catcher Sunday, but I'm going to be busy Saturday and Sunday. So I figured today I would do my Lather Catcher shave for the month. And on Toast, that's TOST3.com, the first Sunday of every month is a Lather Catcher shave. And what I'm going to be using today is my Kampfe Brothers 1880 prototype. Now this is the prototype of the, you could say, first commercial safety razor in the United States. This is from 1880 or before, I'm not entirely certain. And yeah, this was made by the Kampfe Brothers Star. And yeah, this one has a closed top, whereas the production model had some slots underneath for the lather to go through. And they call it a lather catcher because, remember, this was 1880. This is before, you know, everyone had running water, so the whole pass would get collected in here, and that's why it's called a lather catcher. Now, there were safety razors before this that you could call as mostly a straight razor with a guard on it, but this was the first. There's only a couple that are, I think there's two that are before this. That's Kampfe's Rake, and then there's one that looks exactly the same head with a melt glass handle. This is a very rare razor, probably a 10 out of 10 when it comes to rarity. Now, mine came with the box. I've got the original blade. Here's the, let me put it the right way so you guys can read it, and I will put it up to the lens on my phone, so if you want to stop and read that. But these were meant for a wedge blade. I have a spare here wrapped up. I'm going to show you real quick that they weren't, gem style blades did not exist when these came out. And you got to think of these wedge blades as a section of a straight razor, and this is what you shave with, and you have to hone these. And here's the original hone. This actually changed with the production model. It's the same material as the handle on the razor. This is a later blade, but I tried honing it myself. Did not get it sharpened up, but I ended up getting an adapter from Frugal Shave for the Hellström Swedish lather catcher, and I can use a gem blade with it. And there's no blade stops here, because remember, they're meant for the wedge blades. And this one's, with the adapters, probably about a medium aggression. All right, for a brush today, going to be using my vintage Badger brush. It's German. It's been soaking for a while. I don't know when this date's from. I think it's got a Bakelite handle on it, so I'm going to have to, I just got my paper towel wet for my blade there. Let me get this stuff out of the way. For a pre-shave, I'm going to use this Cremo Sandalwood. I like this. Use that. For soap, I've got Derby Premium. It's the same as normal Derby. Todd had sent me some of this in that big parcel he sent me a while back. And for aftershave, I've got Avon Spicy Volkswagen. Pretty cool. So let's get on with this shave. Okay, I'm going to do things a little different today. I'm actually going to use this like I would the soap, and I'm going to use this like the pre-shave. So let me wet my face here, and we'll get this started. Hope you guys have been well. I've been really good. The only thing I picked up lately, I picked up another Rolls razor in really good shape, instructions, everything. I didn't post a video about it, and I forgot it, or I would show you guys. It's from 1946, and it's a full set, but I kind of made some mistakes. I cracked the stone on it, so trying to sharpen it. And come to find out, the bevel needs to be reset on the blade on there, because it's yeah, it's got some nicks in the edge of the blade, and I need to reset the bevel. I tried sharpening it on the stone and honing it, and I had some ingrown hair, so I got to be careful today with this shave. Also, I'm wearing my Seiko SRP 777. I've had this one since about 2019, pre-COVID. Excellent watch. All right, let's get this going. Probably about that much I'm going to put into the brush. Get my hands clean. I know some of you don't like the water running, so I'm going to try not to run it that much. I let this badger soak quite a while. It was probably making a mess, but that's fine. I'm over the slop sink, so I'm not worried about it. And this is a Turkish soap derby. It's tallow based, good stuff. And this stuff is, I think it's glycerin based. Does it have glycerin? Yes, it does. I'm just reading. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. So, I've got 2 days of growth. 1 day, 2 days, something like that. So, not a whole lot. And tomorrow I'm going to be taking a ride over to some antique shops. The weather's finally broke here. We had some snow. I went to an antique shop today and they had some auto strops and a VB1, but the blade holder, you know, the ends where the blades holds, one side was bent, broken. I said, if it wasn't busted, I'd have bought it in an instant to you. And so, all right. Gotta rinse my hands. Get this out of the way. And start this shave. All right, here we go. 140-something-year-old razor. Let's get a shave on. And this is for Lather Catcher Sunday on toast on Friday. Angle on this is right there. Very medium. This isn't aggressive. You'd think being the first it'd be aggressive. I don't know with a wedge blade because I can't hone one good enough, but it's nice. You can see it all. I could do the whole pass, but I'm not going to. And when I'm done with this razor, I clean it thoroughly because it's a rare razor, and I want it to stay as pristine as long as it can for whoever ends up being the next steward of this razor. And I say steward. Because I'm hoping this goes, you know, when someday goes on to somebody else and generation after generation. I mean, it's 140-something years old. I don't shave with it all the time, but like every week kind of thing, I like doing my Lather Catcher Sunday shaves with it. And this eventually, you know, Star was around, and then they merged. Eveready branched off from this. Gem. Then they merged and became American Safety Razor Company. So your Gem razors are all descended from this. And I notice if you look underneath, you can see all the lather and all that's trapping underneath, and that's why on the production model they got holes underneath there. But it shaves good enough. This sandalwood cremo in this derby is actually complementing each other. You wouldn't think it would, being a citronella, but it's working. It was either that or vanilla and bourbon because I don't have any normal crema. Put a little water to this. Hopefully I find some good stuff tomorrow. And side grain. Oop. That was an ingrown hair I had, so I think I just... that's alright. I got my septic pencil, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I got it. Trying to even everything up. Okay. If you've never used Septic before, if you're new, Septic stops bleeding. What you do is wet the end, and that's that. Rinse it off till your bleeding stops. That was an ingrown hair from that Rolls razor. I had one down on the neck too. I hope I didn't hit that. Okay. Get a little water to this. That's why I like synthetics. I really do. My lather is more consistent with them. And speaking of which, I seen Alex. He got a couple of synthetics in the mail from AliExpress. He emailed me. And he actually got the same brush I did, which I really like that DS Cosmetics brush. He got one with a beautiful spiral handle. I really like the colors in that. Next sale, I might pick that one up myself. Alright. Okay, against the grain. I'm not putting any pressure. And this doesn't have a lot of blade feel. Where I have it set on the combs there isn't very far forward. Sorry I haven't caught up on a lot of you guys' videos. I'm still been real busy. It is a little tricky getting against the grain under your nose with this because it's so big, but you get used to it. Let's see. Just right there. That's good. That's good. And right there, and that's it. Remember, with these lather catchers, there's no top cap, so you gotta hold the angle. There's no guide like some of the later gem razors. It's an intuitive angle, though. It's not like it's some weird angle. All right. Hey, that's it. I'd call that good enough. Forgot my witch hazel, so not gonna. Let me see. I got any spare now. I normally keep a spare bottle of Dickinson's or Lucky Witch Hazel, which I may tomorrow go to Dollar Tree. I heard a lot of them are actually closing around the country. Dollar Tree and Family Dollars. I guess they didn't do well in the last quarterly, so they're closing down a bunch of their stores. I hope it's not mine around here. I'm gonna see if they have Be Pure soap, which is the good. I like that soap. So what, I got any cuts? Nope. I mean, other than that one, but that was an ingrown hair. Okay, Avon, Volkswagen, and it actually says Avon on the license plate on the plastic part, so that's pretty cool. The only problem with this bottle is when you open it, you gotta do like a three-handed thing of put some on your hand and and trying to put the cap on. Now this is Avon's dupe of Old Spice, and it's kind of more powdery than the Old Spice at the time, but that's all right. It's better than the new stuff. Oh, that's a nice shave. No burn at all. Awesome. Very nice, smooth shave. Now with this, what I do is I rinse it off, and I'm going to show you guys. The only thing that holds this in is that lever and the pressure on them. They're not stops, and you can see it does build up on it. So what I do is I rinse this and I dry it off good, and yeah, awesome shave with a 140-plus-year-old razor. If you're interested in lather catchers, check out some of my other videos. And if you're really interested, go to Toast, which is TOST3.com, the forums. They have a lot of stuff about these lather catchers. Like I said, every Sunday, the first Sunday of every month, we do a lather catcher shave. And there's other models as well. They go to about 19, 14, 15. Now, the Ever-Ready 1914, that's not a lather catcher. That's the little lather catcher, but it's not a lather catcher. Remember, lather catchers have an open top. So your Gem Juniors, your Griffins, your Gem, I think, Hellstrom. There's German ones, French ones. I collect the American ones, but there's all different makers of them. So that's that. So, good shave. You got any comments or questions about this? Put it down below. I'll answer as quick as possible. I might make a video tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll put a poll up. With the dome shave, I'm not going to shave my head for a while. I'm actually going to do a beginner's head shave with just budget stuff for you guys. So, yeah. Comments, questions down below. I do appreciate you. You can get a hold of me. Channel contact is cdnvt802@gmail.com. Hope you guys have a great weekend and week till I see you next. You guys take care out there, and happy shaves.